Now we're live. We're live. I'm really good at this.
Hey guys, how you doing again? Are we on?
I think we're live.
Okay. You know what?
Seems to be.
You know how shows talk about how like shoddy the people that work for them are, and all of a sudden like
You can't be any
oh, like
shoddier
something,
than me.
a beam, a rafter just fell down. Is everybody okay? Oh, great, because nobody was back there. So that's how I feel about this. Your camera's tilted a little bit. Can you?
But you're
straighten it
tilted a little bit.
Oh,
so it's
now
actually in the camera.
everything is all
You're
straight?
centered. But.
Anyway, if everybody could just sit down, we're gonna get started. You guys in the back, definitely sit down. That's my thing.
Now, do you want to have fans coming to the show?
Nope, it's just a joke
so
that I
it's
said.
a joke. Okay.
What is going on behind me, which is why I'm mildly distracted, is that two extremely good-looking adults are taking care of my 15-month-old. Like, way too good-looking to just be, watching kids for a living. They are just wonderful people, and we are inside in my apartment, and I think that I hesitate to say this, but I have been without. We have a lovely lady that helps us during the week. She's our nanny. She's absolutely wonderful because Steph and I work all the time. Deservedly, she took her week of vacation. Coincidentally, it happens to have been the hardest week of the entire year for us to figure out how she does everything she does and keeps it all together. Like bathing two kids at the same time, or say feeding both of them at the same time, or changing them both, and then getting them both ready for bed. Now, millions of amazing parents do this every single day. I guess I'm not as good as I thought I was at parenting, because when left to my own devices last night, one kid was wearing the other one's shirt, and one kid came out of a bathtub and was running around wet and naked while I had the other one. I don't know. Whatever. The point is, it's been a very interesting week, long hours. I'm exhausted. I've been home mostly with the kids, and it's been so rewarding because they depend on you for absolutely everything. And in the process, I not only have the bags under my eyes, but I have fallen even more in love with these children, if that's possible. Now, I'm sure people are going to walk away and be like, I can't believe she's so spoiled that she's complaining because she had to take care of her kids. That's not what this was. I am a work in progress as a parent, and the kids are little, and so we're figuring it out. That being said, Lance, just take a look at those really good-looking people over there taking care of the baby. You guys are doing such an awesome job.
Say hi.
Hi.
Such a phenomenal job. Quinny, say hi. That's Quinn. She's 15 months old. That's Aviva. She's 34. Dan, on the outside, is pushing 38. I like to say...
Dan got the cushion.
Dan has a cushion in his lap. And that's
Wouldn't be
it.
the first time.
That's nice. The show went there. Yep. It's good. It's really good. Is there anything you guys want to talk about before
No, I think we're good.
We have a hello from Russia.
Oh, from Russia?
Russia likes you guys.
Well, one person's watching, so that's amazing.
I'm huge in Russia.
You're big in Russia?
Yeah.
You don't think that guy looks like Matt Lauer? We're going to meet that guy in a second.
He's much better looking than Matt Lauer.
Oh, no, better looking, sure. But general resemblance?
They both have hair. I mean,
We both have not a lot of hair.
Ready?
I got more.
What do you mean to say?
Say bye-bye.
Hi, where are you going, Quinny?
We're going to go play. We're going to go play with the dollhouse.
Yeah, with the shorts. Do you want to say hello? That's Aviva, my good friend Aviva, who you guys met last week. And
Bye.
that's little
Say
Quinny.
bye-bye. We're going to go play with the dollhouse.
Okay.
See you later. Come on. Say bye-bye.
Can I go with them?
Please. And the light is on the side. So what I've been doing is basically piecemealing baby coverage all week. Meet random people on the street, ask them if they could watch my children
Show
a
guests.
little bit. Yes, show guests. Dan is going to be a guest on our show in a little bit. So I said, you want to be on this amazing show where we're literally fighting people off with sticks? You need to watch my kid. I've slotted you for the hours of 11:40 to 11:50. So Dan will be watching the small child from 11:40 to 11:50, and he's doing an amazing job. So is my kid, by the way, who actually is doing a better job with those fake parents than she seems to be doing with me.
Maybe they have more experience.
I don't know about that. I think it's just whatever. Anyway, I don't know. It's been I've been all consumed by that and by preparing for this ridiculous Spartan race that I'm doing. The Spartan race isn't ridiculous. The fact that me at age 42 are going to be competing, I somehow haphazardly signed up for the elite heat in the Spartan race. So what does that mean? These are like the best athletes in the country that like travel to various cities to race this crazy obstacle race. So it's bad enough that I'm doing the race, It's terrible enough that I'm like not fully prepared. But the worst part is I have signed up for the highest level, the elite race. And the icing on the cake is that I've signed Stephanie up with me. So I didn't really tell her about the elite part yet. She'll find out morning of. What that means is that there is a crazy 5-mile race. Within the race, there are like 30 obstacles, like crazy things like, you know, shimmying on the ground on your forearms with barbed wire right on top of you for like 1/8 of a mile, and like climbing ropes and like landing in mud and the water and the fire, and you're electrocuted like every 13 seconds. Like, it's a disaster. An amazing disaster, but still a disaster. I convinced her to sign up for it, which is awesome. But when she gets there and sees that we're in the elite heat, so that if there's an obstacle that you miss, you have to do 30 burpees. And there are like 50 obstacles, so that's like 15 million burpees that you might have to do before the end, if my math serves me, of the race. So yeah, that's what I'm a little preoccupied with this week, and keeping my children alive, again, because we have no nanny this week. Other than that, it's been super fun and easy and carefree and everything else. So, what else?
Well, Marnie's saying that all sounds as easy as opposed to the javelin throw. How are you with that?
Oh, so my friend Marnie, who's watching and is amazing, actually did the last Spartan race I did. You're like, you're doing a second Spartan race? Well, shame on you. Correct. Because stupidity begets stupidity. So I did one and survived, so I thought I would do another. So I raced with Marnie and Stephanie in that last one, in an open heat. It was not that competitive. We just sort of ran the race. The only obstacle that nobody ever gets is this javelin throw. Like, what? Unless you are from a caveman time or in the Olympics, who's running around throwing javelins? So you take a javelin and you have to throw it in this tiny little, like, target. Anyway, I assumed...
You have to hit the target?
You have to hit the target. I assume
And then you have to do burpees if you don't.
If you don't, you do burpees. So, I mean, we all did a fake throw because we're all going to do the burpees, except for Marnie, who has literally... can't even spell javelin, and she get nails to the target, and you never saw anything like it. I mean, what is that? Anyway, that being said, that's why she asked me about the javelin, because Marnie hit it and couldn't even figure out how she could have gotten so lucky. But that was awesome. I did not hit the javelin. I also missed a couple other obstacles.
She beat you in the race?
No. Is that what she's saying, that she beat me in the race?
No, I was just asking.
No, she didn't beat me in the race. I actually
didn't mean
finished
to offend you.
Before her, but if you go on my Instagram, you'll see a shot of us climbing some ridiculously high cargo net of air that we thought was a good idea to.
So where and when is this Spartan race?
Okay, so this is going to be fun. It's in Tuxedo, New York, next Saturday, and it's going to be a doozy. It's going to be interesting. I think it starts at like 7:30, so we will leave the city at like 5 the day before and head up there and stretch a bunch. And sometime between 7:45 when we go off and like 8:45 when it ends, will be hell week for me. Will be like 4 years of like college hazing and the worst kind of workouts I've ever done, all combined into one solid, amazing hour. And I will bitch and complain the entire time. And then when it's done, I will say that was the greatest experience of my life. That's how I approach everything. It's going to be amazing.
Marv says not to speed there because there are crazy cops.
Oh, thank you, Marv. Well, that's what you took out of it. I love it. Just tell me you broke it down for me. So I think the takeaway from that story is don't speed to Tuxedo, New York. I shan't. I will be more than happy to stay at the proper speed limit.
Cool.
Anything else?
That's what I got.
Marv and Marnie?
I think everybody's good. So
Okay.
we're going to come back with our first guest.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll come back with our first guest. All right, see you in a little bit, guys. Are you not